Go ahead and take your English notes out. We've been talking a lot about suffixes. We talked about the meaning of several suffixes, and we talked about the rules for adding suffixes. Now we're going to talk about word use and suffixes. Okay. Our goal for this lesson is to add suffixes to words to change the part of speech. Okay. I don't see any vocabulary words, so here we go. Suffixes can change verbs to nouns. Did you know that? So if we want to change a word from a verb, an action word, to a noun, which is a person, place, or a thing, one of the common suffixes that we use would be ment. We would add M-E-N-T. Okay? For example, if I have the word judge, judge can be a verb. I judge the races. I don't know. I cannot judge you. There you go. If I want to make this a noun, I just add M-E-N-T, and it makes it a noun. Okay? Some suffixes can change adjectives to nouns. And the most common ones that we use to change adjectives to nouns are either D-O-M. I'm going to put a line before it. Or N-E-S-S. Okay? For example, if I have an adjective, like, let's see, a describing word. Let's use wise. Okay, I have the word wise, and I want to change the word wise to a noun. Well, wisdom, and using my spelling rules, I'm going to drop the E and just add D-O-M. Wisdom. See, I just changed it from an adjective to a noun. Okay? Today we're talking about word use and suffixes. If we have a verb and we want to change it to a noun, one common suffix is to add M-E-N-T, like judgment. This is a noun. I started out with a verb, but adding M-E-N-T made it a noun. If I want to change an adjective to a noun, I can either add D-O-M or N-E-S-S, whichever one makes sense. Like, for example, wise, that's an adjective. It describes. If I want to change it to a noun, I add D-O-M. Okay? All right. Well, let's say that I want to change a noun to a verb. Okay? If I want to change a noun to a verb, there are several suffixes I can add. I can use I-Z-E or I-S-E, just depending on which one is appropriate for that word. Or I can add F-Y. Okay? For example, if I have the word, no, they didn't really give me any. Okay. Let's say we have the word notice. Notice is a noun. I mean, you know, it is, but that might confuse you. Just a second. Let's use advice. His advice. So advice is a noun. It's a thing. But if I want to change it to a verb, I have to change the I-C-E to I-Z-E. Advise. Okay? So I changed this from a noun to a verb. Okay? Alright. Some suffixes can change adjectives to verbs. So if I want to change an adjective to a verb, adjective to a verb, I can add en or ize. Okay? For example, if I have a describing word, let's see, an adjective, dark. That's an adjective. It describes the dark cave. So dark is an adjective. It describes cave. But if I want to change this to a verb, I can add, ize isn't going to work, so we'll add en, darken. Please, let's see, the sky began to darken, okay? So I changed this adjective to a verb just by adding en. Let's see, what didn't we talk about yet? Oh yeah, suffixes can change nouns to adjectives. We talked about adjectives to nouns. Now we're going to talk about nouns to adjectives. Okay, if I want to change a noun to an adjective, then I would use ish or ly. For example, if I have the word child, child's a noun, she's a person, and I want to change this to an adjective, to a describing word, I can add ish, childish. Now it's an adjective. And some suffixes can change adjectives to adverbs. The most common one is ly. Okay? An adjective would be clear, like clear night. But if I want to change this to an adverb, I can add ly and make clearly. Okay? I know your notes were very short today. They're about 10 minutes. But there's a lot of information here. You need to take about the next 10 or 15 minutes and look at these notes and really study them. Okay? Let me see your notes and you can go ahead and answer the questions.